Grab some felt and or fabric and let's get crafting. My name is Courtney. This is Creative on the Cheap. Let's go. I'm starting off with this jelly roll that I purchased on Amazon. This was really awesome because it's all coordinating type fabrics that have blues, greens, pinks, and purple, and is so easy for whether you're going to sew this project or do the no-sew version. I'm going to work on a pink little pocket quilt here. So I've got these 2 strips, and what you want to do is take your 2 strips and put your fabric pretty side to pretty side. And what we're going to do is we are going to sew down one side, and I'm going to use a 1/4 inch seam allowance on my machine. Now that it is sewn down one side, I'm just going to cut a little piece off here because I don't need all of the extra, and I need to cut 2 pieces from the sewn strip. Now they need to be 2 1/4 inches. You'll notice here, like, oh, she's doing 3 1/4. This first cut I messed up. The second one I did it right, and then I went back and fixed it. So I ended up with 2 pieces that were cut at 2 1/4 inches. So I end up with this little piece and this piece, and when you put them together, you've got this nice little quilted looking side. The next step is we do need to press the seams. So on one piece, I'm going to press it to the right, both pieces as you can see, and I like to take 2 fingers, my thumb and another finger, and kind of make sure that I'm kind of spreading the fabric out a little bit, not stretching it, but spreading it out a little bit. The other piece, I'm going to press the seam the opposite direction of the first one. So again, using my fingers, kind of just making sure that I am getting these nice and pressed out. Once that's done, now I need to attach these 2 pieces together. So to do that, I'm just going to take my fabric pretty side to pretty side, and I will sew down that one side so that they can get attached, and then we'll be ready to start piecing this whole thing together. Those 2 pieces have been sewn together down the middle, and now what I'm gonna need to do again is press this seam. Now on this seam in particular, I'm actually going to open this one up. So I will press it on the left and the right. Of course, you want to trim all those lovely strings that you've got, but yeah, just gonna press that open, both sides nice and flat. I like to add a little bit of fusible fleece to mine just to give it a little more structure, and also I feel like it just makes it a little bit sturdier. You're working with thin fabrics here, and just by adding some type of liner inside, I think that helps. So I'm going to cut a piece down that will measure the same size as my quilted square here, and then once I cut that down, I just have to use my heat press and get it attached, just iron it on a little bit, no big deal. I will say one good tip for this is I always, whenever I'm working with any kind of fusible anything, I put whatever I'm ironing in parchment paper, so that way I don't ruin my iron with that adhesive in case it's, you know, not just perfectly lined up. You don't want to mess up your iron. So that's why I use parchment paper when I'm doing this stuff. The fleece is all nice and fused to my fabric, so I can just set that aside. This is going to be my backer piece. Now, what I'm going to attach to it is my little prayer quilt saying. This is actually printable fabric that I got on Amazon. It is by Avery, and you can just run this through your regular old printer, and that's all I did here. You simply just, you know, create your design, run it through like paper. One side is, it has a fabric feel to it. The other side is kind of shiny, and that's the adhesive side of it. And these are just iron on. You don't have to sew them on, which makes it great for all of you who are watching for the no-sew version. You'll be able to attach these very easily. You don't have to sew them on. So love these things. They are perfect. Everything will be linked down below for you in case you have any questions about what I'm using today. Now I need to press my little prayer quilt square down onto the fabric. Again, I just like to put it in parchment paper, but I have pressed directly on top of my little prayer quilt sayings, and it doesn't mess anything up. So in case you're wondering. Now, sometimes when I'm doing these, I will just press the little piece on, whether it's, you know, I make a little fabric label for a project I made, but I'm actually going to take mine to my machine, and I'm going to just do a little stitch, just a straight stitch all the way around, just for that little extra touch. Now, once I got that nice and stitched on, we are ready to piece this thing together. So again, you're going to put pretty side to pretty side, and you're going to pick a side, kind of start a little bit in the middle, go all the way around, just making sure to leave an opening. So wherever you start, you want to backstitch a couple bit because you're going to be pulling your project back through that hole. And so I'm going to stitch all the way around, leaving a small opening so that I can get my cross inserted. Now that I have sewn it all up, leaving of course that opening, I'm going to trim off extra bulk on the sides and very carefully snip my corners. Then you just want to turn it right side out. Just be very gentle so you don't pop your seam. Take your time. Now that it is turned this way, I'm going to give it a nice press. I want to press it, especially where that opening is. I like to fold the fabric kind of in, so as I press it, it'll make it really easy to close this up. And then I'm going to bring it to my machine, and I am simply going to do a straight stitch all the way around, making sure to backstitch where I start and where I end, and that is the last step. Of course, I did insert my cross, so when you're sewing, just make sure you're shifting that cross around so that you don't accidentally hit it with your needle. Let's make a pocket hug. This one is even simpler. So I've got two squares that are cut down to 2 inches by 2 inches. And I've got my little tag that says pocket hug, again, using that same paper. I'm going to take my 2 pieces of fabric, put pretty side to pretty side, do the same thing, stitch all the way around, leaving a little opening. It's all stitched up, ta-da! And so again, I will trim my corners, trim off any of the extra fabric, turn it right side out. Then I will press on my little pocket hug seam on one of the sides using my heat press, stick my heart inside of there, and then take it right back to my machine to close the entire thing up all the way around, and that's it. So this one's even simpler. There's no extra linings, there's no extra steps. That first project took me about 15 minutes. This one took me about 10 minutes. We're about to go into the no-sew version, which will take you probably less than 5 minutes. Grab some felt or fabric. Felt, let's do that because this makes it really, really easy. You're going to want to start by cutting down your felt. Now again, this is going to be whatever size you end up printing your little prayer quilt sayings, and I do have those printables down below for you. You're going to have to kind of gauge how big you want the rest of your square to be. So for me, the way I sized mine, I'm going to cut 2 pieces of felt that measure 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. The next step is to attach your little prayer quilt saying to your felt. So again, just heat press that down. No big deal. I'm telling you, this is so fast and so easy. Now, I did want to share with you, there are lots of things you can do to dress these up. Grab an embellishment box. You could add lace around it. You could add jewels. You could add ribbon. You could make a little fabric ruffle and put it between the 2 layers of felt and have a little ruffle all the way around. So many different options of what you could do to dress this up. So just do what you want to do. Now, it's time to put this together. I am using Fabric Fusion here. I did not mean to do that. I had it out on my table because I was using it for something else. And if you're just going to do a felt on felt, I'd 100% recommend just use hot glue. But I'm using the Fabric Fusion, and all that means for me is that I am going to have to let this dry for a while. Ta-da! You've got this gorgeous little thing. And to finish it off, I'm just using some of my scalloped scissors. If you've got, any kind of fun pinking shears, other styles, use those. I will say cutting felt is not very fun with the pinking shears, but I have noticed that if you just work in very small sections, it works great, and then you can just kind of trim off those little extra fuzzies as they come. And there you have it, another prayer quilt in the books. Here's another no-sew version. So for this one, I'm going to use a piece of felt and a piece of fabric. I've got my little pocket hug saying here that I'm trimming down. I'm going to cut a piece of the felt and fabric to 2-inch squares again. And then from there, all I'm going to do is iron on my little pocket hug saying first to the felt. Then I'm going to put my heart inside, put the 2 pieces together, and use hot glue to close this up. And then to embellish it, I'm going to add a little rickrack all the way around the front as well as the back. And that's it. I mean, come on, so super easy and fun to do. that wraps up today's video. Let me know down below, do you like the prayer quilt a little better or the pocket hugs? Drop that down below in the comments. Make sure you like this video, and in the next few weeks I am going to be batch making these, and I would love to send some of these out to a couple of winners. So just drop a comment down below, like the video, let me know if you've ever made anything like this or have you received something like this. I would love to hear your stories. Thanks so much for watching. Here are some more videos you might want to check out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!